Why did this chapter fall into my hands? Why? Why? Okay, hi, welcome to the peeps. My name's Nikki. I'm one of the peeps. You may know me if you've been watching this series. You may know the other person who does this series as well, Elijah. We switch off every other episode to do these, and I got stuck with this one. So, oh boy, this one's gonna be a fun one. Oh, it's, So, issue 7. There's not too much that happens in it, but because there's not too much that happens in it, it's like a big explosion of what the fuck happens in it. So let's get started. But before we do, please know that I'm horrible at remembering names, and I do not remember the new characters' names that came into this, except for the girl's name. So let's continue. So, Shane's dead. Last episode, Shane got killed. Elijah covered that. If you haven't seen our last episode, go back and watch it. We have a playlist for you guys to watch. Go watch the playlist. It's fun, it's exciting, and we become crazier with each video that we do. So go watch it. We're losing our sanity chapter by chapter. Oh my god, are we? So Shane is dead, and Lori basically spits on his grave and is very upset with Shane being dead, because, you know, things are going to happen later in the chapter, which we're going to find out. But she's very upset, and Rick stays back to, like, kind of console her, but we don't see that in the chapter. It skips to them headed back to camp. In this chapter, Rick is dubbed the leader of the group, which we all knew was going to happen anyway if we've seen the TV series or have read the comics previously. Rick is dubbed leader of the group, and so he decides to move the group to somewhere outside of Atlanta. They travel about 20 miles outside of Atlanta, where they run into some people. They run into 3 people, 2 men and 1 woman. The woman's name's Julie. I don't remember the other 2 guys that they run into, but very strong, muscular guys. Rick decides to offer them a place to stay in the RV for the night, but, you know, they decline it and they sleep in one of the cars outside. Lori's pissed with that. Pissed that she is just like, Rick, you know, we got kids. You can't be inviting strangers to sleep in the same proximity as our kids. And Rick is like, you know, Rick's just being Rick. So anyway, the next day dawns, and the 3 of them travel with Rick's group. They help push cars. They help fight zombies. Rick explains to him that, hey, I just had to kill my best friend. And he explains to Rick that, hey, I had to kill somebody to save my daughter from being attacked, more or less, by a living human being. And he didn't feel remorse for that. He didn't feel remorse for killing the guy that attacked his daughter, which, you know, in all honesty, who would feel remorse for killing somebody who was attacking your child? I mean, anyway, we see that things with Lori are a little complicated, so we come to the middle of the night after a long day's travel. Glenn hands out everybody food that he has scavenged from Atlanta, and they're all just sitting around the campfire talking. Well, Lori decides she's going to get up, and she leaves the group, and Rick is like, Lori, what's wrong? He comes to console her, And there's a flashback in the beginning of the chapter, which will make sense when I go to say this, but flashback to the beginning of the chapter where Shane and Lori are talking. It's 3 weeks into the whole zombie apocalypse of Atlanta, and Lori and Shane kiss, and then they do the do in the grass by the car where Carl is sleeping. Yeah, so that happens. And then, lo and behold, Lori tells Rick that she's pregnant. And, why is everything happening so much sooner in the comics than it did in the TV series? Like, we should literally be in season three, halfway to season 4 at this point. Because this is moving along very fast, very, very fast. But anyway, yeah, that's where the chapter ends. Lori tells Rick that she's pregnant, and I don't really know what to make of this chapter. There was very little that happened, but there was a big, like, reveal in the beginning and the end of the chapter, and I just don't know how to feel about that. I really don't know how to feel about that. But anyway, that's what happened. And that's the review. That's my review of the chapter. I don't really know how to feel about it. I really don't. I don't know why I'm changing it to a different accent. Stop it. Get some help. Make sure to check out the rest of the playlist. You guys should be able to find it to the right, the left, I don't know, wherever the videos are at. Over here. Click the button. Click the playlist button. Anyway, it'll probably be at the end of the video too. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.